Hi guys, Random here, back with a bit more World of Warships. And today we are looking at the Germans. The German Battleship, yeah? This is the Kaiser. It's an interesting one, this. It is an interesting one. Battleship, 5 turrets, okay, 4 midship aft. So we've got 5 twin-barreled turrets, so 10 guns, okay? And these two here are offset, as you can see, but they will turn and fire across. So you can get all 5 guns onto target if you are. You've got to be pretty much broadside to them, but you can do it, which is interesting. It's an interesting layout. Now, let's have a look at the stats. It's pretty much middle of the range as far as a tier 4 battleship goes. Survivability 39,900. You can increase that to 46,400. So it's still pretty, you know, sort of bottom end, middle of the road at best. So it's not great. Artillery. You're finally getting the 305mm guns, which is nice. You've got a good sort of 16 secondaries there, which, oh no, yeah, they're all right. They've got a decent range of 4.5 kilometres. So, yeah, you don't want to get too close in a destroyer, because they will start going pew-pew at you. Maximum speed, 22.3 knots with the propulsion. You can get that up to 23. 18.3 rudder shift, so it's not the swiftest of beasts, but it's all right, I suppose. For a tier 4, it's kind of in that range. Concealment, well, it's a battleship, so don't expect miracles. 14.2 kilometres, and your firing distance is 13.3. Now you can get that up to 14.6, I believe. Yeah, there you go. So you can get it to just over your detectability range, but obviously the minute you fire the guns, you'll be seen from the moon. So that is the Kaiser. Oh, I suppose the AA, yeah, AA is reasonable for a tier 4 battleship. Again, 4 kilometre, 3.5 kilometre. So yeah, you won't be shooting them before they're already on the attack run. But you might shoot the odd plane or two down. So I've had a few games in this. I've got 3,500 XP. I've trained up this captain. Have a look at his skills here. He was originally a cruiser captain for one of the German cruisers, but I decided that it might be worth putting him over onto the Nassau, and then now he's in the Kaiser. So we could adjust his skills, but I don't really want to spend gold at the moment. What we could do with our 3,500 XP, we could, yeah, do you know what? We could increase the firing range, which would be nice. We could increase the propulsion to take it up just a little bit. That'd be good. But I think what's more valuable, at least to us, we get another couple of secondaries, a few more AA, but it's that health point boost that we want. So let's see how much the damage is on this. We'll research it. It's 280,000, so it's not cheap, but we'll fit it. We will fit it. And that increases the AA there a bit, which is nice. So yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So let's take it into a battle, and let's see how we do. Now, I'm not renowned for my skill in battleships. They're not my favourite type of ship. I enjoy destroyers, because that kind of suits my gameplay. You know, you can be a bit gung-ho, but you don't last very long if you do. with battleships, you have to be quite calculating. And especially the slow ones, they're not very forgiving. Now, this I found quite common at the moment, to have 2 aircraft carriers on each team. Now, obviously, if you're in a boat that hasn't got much in the way of anti-aircraft defence, then it's not good. So we got the Nicholas there as the destroyer on the other team, Minakazi on ours. So we do have the destroyer advantage, which is nice, as long as this chap knows what he's doing. Yeah, it looks pretty balanced. I mean, the last update, well, the Warships did, kind of fixed a lot of the balancing problems. You do still get weird games every now and again. I had a game in this the other day. In fact, I think I recorded it and put it up, where it was a couple of aircraft carriers and battleships and destroyers, and there was 1 cruiser in the game on the enemy team. 1. And that was it in the way of cruisers. So there are still derps in matchmaking. I've got the guns turning that way. I probably want them turning this way, to be honest. So we'll motor along behind the Myogi here. We do have the planes going out there, which is nice. Now those extra few hit points, that 6,000 odd boost that we got, 6,800 or whatever it was, it's needed. The armour on this particular boat is not brilliant. It isn't brilliant. Interestingly, there is now a armour viewer, which I will show you at the end of the match. And it shows the conning tower as the most armoured bit on the boat. So the captain's like, I'm alright, Jack, but yeah, sod the rest of you. So that's interesting. Not as interesting as that Phoenix using torpedoes there. Not entirely sure what he's trying to shoot, but there you go. Yeah, so we'll sort of progress down here and see what we can see. So we'll shoot the Kuma. Yeah, it makes sense. Those guys over there. See how quick they can wear him down. Got a hit over him. It's nice. Yeah, another hit. So the Kuma's not a bad boat. It isn't a bad boat. It's not the greatest boat in the world. Not by a long way, but it isn't terrible. We've got Matey Boy coming along and it's Mr. Myogi over here. Now obviously he's got really good range. Those Japanese guns. So that's pretty good for him, but his accuracy's pretty terrible, so we'll see. So we should be coming into range of some of these fairly shortly. Oh, there's the Nicholas look over there, so we haven't really got to worry about him. We do have all these aircraft though that we need to be mindful of. So what are we going to be able to shoot at this Königsberg fairly shortly? Here we're coming into range. There we go. Right, so let's see if we can put some shells down on him. We'll see whether or not we are fortunate enough. Doesn't look like it. So we'll wait for the reload. We've got another Kaiser there, look. We could possibly get a hit on him. Let's see if we can get a cheeky little ding on him. Yes, there we go. 6,300. I'll take it. Yeah, does make you wonder why I'm going this way. This is not the best place for a battleship to be. There's the Langley there. That's interesting. So do you know what? I'm going to take us around this side of this island. Just because So we'll see how we do. Oh, we have got aircraft detecting us there, which I suppose is bound to happen. We should hopefully start being able to start to turn there. Now what I'm doing is I'm using these islands to allow us to get a little closer without being fired at, because our range is not particularly special in this boat. It isn't great. Oh dear, we've just team killed. So wait for the rage in chat. So, oh, he's been quite polite about it. Been a lot more. No, there we go. Right, let's see. Can we get a decent hit on him? That's not great. That isn't great. So we need to start turning. Otherwise, we're going to end up parked in the bank there, which is obviously not a good thing for us. Now, that Kaiser has taken some nice torpedo hits there, so well done to you, chappy with the torpedoes.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Now, obviously, we've got our guys trying to hit him. Apparently, the enemy is about to win. That's probably because we're sinking ourselves. Okay, so I'm being fired at now. So we'll see what we can do with this chap. Come on, give me a nice hit. Give me a nice hit. Let's concentrate the secondaries on him. Trouble is my guns haven't come round as yet, which is obviously not great. Another couple of decent dings on him and we should be one less battleship to worry about. And we do have that horrible destroyer coming up on us. So there you go, he's down. Right, destroyer is there, and there we go. We ended up taking one off of the destroyer, and there isn't any way we're going to escape those. No, it's game over. Okay. To be honest, I think our team kind of folded on this flank. Mostly because they were busy killing themselves or each other. Wasn't really much I could do about that once I come around that corner. I didn't realise the destroyer was quite that close, to be perfectly honest. So it's probably down to my awareness. We have got the only kill on our team though, so there is that. So let's see how quickly this all ends, shall we? And then we've got the Myogi there, who is being shot at by a through attacker. Probably those Wyomings. Definitely that's Svetlana. So I think he's probably going to burn down. These guys over here, I'm not entirely sure why they sat this far back. I really don't know. I think this is one of the problems you have, is if you're much more aggressive than the rest of your team, or if half of the team is really passive, then you do end up falling apart. And yeah, I'm getting better at recognising it. I don't get it every time. Like this one, for example. He's got a kill. Welcome to the club. Okay. Yeah, I don't pick it up every time. So, what can you do? Okay, the Wyoming's down. So we've got the Langley, the Hosho, the Wyoming, the Kaiser, and the Myogi. 5 boats. It's a great name, by the way. Aliens ain't my babysitter. Okay. that's going to go... that's not going to go well, is it? Is he flooding? He looks like he's rebuilding. Okay, so he's repairing. So that's cool. And shooting the Congo. This is where it all goes a bit Pete Tong. When these suckers come in, they dive down. And... oh, no. Yeah, here come the torps. So, he's going to take one of these, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now, if that's got flooding, which it doesn't look to have, then no, he should be fine. Let's just hope there's no more torp bombers coming, because he's parked at the moment. He's gone into that island. Wasn't really much else he could do, to be fair. So let's have a look at Zorkoba. So Zorkoba's there. Now we can use the camera feature here, and we'll have a look at the enemy ships. So we've got the Wyoming there, and he's shooting at our guys over there. So this is quite nice to be able to come around. These guys are going for the cat, although I imagine they're just crossing it actually, just to get over to shoot at these. So our Kaiser there is he's doing what he can. He's kind of coming into the situation I was in, which we should be able to possibly zoom in on our guy over here. Here we go. Yeah, that's more torpedoes coming. He's turning. He's turning. I reckon he's going to take that one. Right in the tailpipe. Oh, well avoided. However. Yeah. Bang. And I don't think he'll dodge that one either. No. So he's down. Yep. Our chappie here in the Myogi. He's the wrong side of that carrier. Should be protecting it, but there's a lot of red ships there, so kind of understand why he's being as tactical as he can. In other words, hiding. Carriers at the moment, to be fair, I don't think they're going to be particularly useful, especially with bombers. That's an awful lot of damage to try and burn off with people. So, yeah. See there, he really is the star of the party. So, our chappie is trying to go for the Wyoming. He could do it if he gets a decent enough. It looks like that Kaiser's down. It's either on fire or flooding. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, he was burnt down. Couple of decent hits on that Wyoming. There we go, look. We could see it all over fairly shortly. I mean, to be fair, the enemy team, they've worked reasonably well together. There we go, he's down. Now we've got Matey over here, and he's 6k away. Yeah. Let's have a look from the plane's eye view, shall we? So there's just the one plane, and he's trying to attack. No, they're down. let's have a look at the bombers. We'll take a plane's eye view. This is really quite cool. Oh no, carrier down. We've only got the one carrier left, and he's over there. And it looks like these bombers are going for that Wyoming. So yeah, let's zoom in. They're going to dive down. Here we go. And they drop their bombs. Oh dear. So yeah, it's quite an entertaining view to be able to look from. Matey boy here, he's just boned basically. He's not going to last 5 minutes. So he's trying to turn. Give him his due. He's presenting lovely broadside there, which has just cost him well over half his health. The minute this Wyoming reloads, it's game over. Here we go. Really? Now, I would have thought that would have been the end of, but, you know, what do I know? The Wyoming got a little bit closer. His secondaries would take him. Svetlana's probably going to get the kill. Ah, the Congo did. Fair enough. Right, so let's have a look at the scores. Yeah, not great. Not great. And, yeah, wasn't expecting miracles there. Wasn't a great game. This is an interesting ship to play. It's quite difficult to get the citadels with these German guns. Now, whether that's just me, which it could be, or whether it is the boat, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I still haven't got the hang, if you like, of these German battleships. Now, I'm not great in battleships, as I have said before, but I generally don't do terribly. I normally come middle of the table, which I suppose, to be fair, is where I came in that game, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the secret is with these ones. Maybe if you do know, you can let me know in the comments, because that'd be really useful. And yeah, armour layout. There we go. So you can see torpedo bulge there, 25mm thick, across the armour belt, which is 170mm. And there you go, look, the conning tower, 350mm, safest place on the boat. Superstructure, 13mm. Guns, 250. Armour belt there, 170. Fore end and aft end plating at 19. And the deck at 19. So maybe I need to think more about hitting up here rather than trying to get down here. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Oh well. I'll continue to tinker and try and figure it out. But like I say, if you do know, then let me know, because I'd appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I'm quite looking forward to getting up the tech tree a bit with these and getting into the Bismarck. For obvious reasons, the Bismarck is a historic boat. And yeah, you know, those 380mm guns. It's the Bismarck. You know, how can you not like the Bismarck? It's a ship of I won't say distinction, but it's a ship with a reputation. So I'd like to get up to that, but it's going to be a painful climb up to tier 8, I feel, unless I can figure these out. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, like I say, if you do know, then drop a comment down, because I need the help. I need your help. But that's enough from me for now. So, yeah, thanks for watching. But for now, it's Captain Random signing off. Take care, and I'll see you again in the next one.